Hello guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Onyinye, and if today is the first day you are seeing me, you are highly welcome. Okay, let us get on with it. I've got some questions here to answer, and then I will just explain why those questions um are so disturbing, and it's not actually on the. Okay, let us go to the question so that you can understand what I'm trying to say. Let's go to the questions. Okay. Number one is this. I've got this question that I want to answer because I have got some emotional connection to it. So let me just answer. It's from my YouTube. Okay. So if you go to YouTube questions, you will see the questions I will be dealing with here. She said, I am 31, ma, but my husband is 56. He is getting old and he's working in security. They are paying him 45,000. I don't know what to say, ma. And I don't know. I just want to use the money that I got from my mother's burial to see whether he can travel because we have a baby that is not well. I think maybe disability, not well, not really. Maybe disability. She's trying to explain disability. Ma, please help me. Okay, you can see the age gap. The husband is getting close to pension while she is still young, and there's a problem on the ground. And this man, his pension is going to be very, very bad, and his old age will be very, 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 very sad. And the salary in a private company, you're being paid 45,000 when you are 56 is something that you need to consider when you are 40. Immediately you turn 40 and you see that your life is not going the way it should be going, you should be thinking on what to do. It's already late for him to go to places like Europe. And the way she is saying, the money might be a problem because maybe the money she raised from the burial, I don't know how many millions is that, but there's a disabled child. So there's a problem of age, there's a problem of kid that is living with disability, and there's a problem with the future because she is 31, the husband is 56, like she said. Now, the age gap, this woman will be young and maybe she is not doing a very, very good business that will be generating cash to take care of a pensioner. So there's already a future problem. So you cannot just wake up and say, that there will be no problem. There's already a problem. And he knows that his future is deemed, okay, at 56, salary of 45,000 in a place like Nigeria. What if this man has high BP tomorrow? Go to the hospital. Will the salary take care of him? So that's what people should be thinking. Okay, now let me just quickly give you advice on this. This now, your husband should become a family man. Like the work the woman's supposed to do, the husband should be doing it. Telling a 56 years old man to move abroad, it will be difficult for him in the beginning, except he's going with the wife. But Nigeria will be good because they can get a help in Nigeria, maybe from the village, because he cannot pay a like agents. He cannot go to agent and say he need with his salary of 45,000 when the wife moves. So there's a problem. So what he can do is to move the country where he will have quick access to citizenship and try to get onto their pension because Nigeria, the way it is, a police officer told me how much they are paying him in pension. He is just 64. He told me how much. It's not even up to 50,000 naira. Yes, that's police officer that gave Nigeria 36 years. Police officer. I mean, police officer. Not like all this security, private security. Nigeria from MPF. So you should understand where I'm going to, because if you have that salary in a place like Nigeria and you attempt to have high BP, what you will be a beggar because the doctor will not even treat you. Because what Nigerian doctors do now is marveling. Without money, they are not looking. Okay. So now this is it for this man. Then the second one is a young boy. I think, Madam, I'm 34. No, no wife, no marriage, no child. Madam, please help me. I'm tired of this country. That's the usual thing, at 34 years old. Because when you will be depressed, maybe your mates are joining Obi Kubana, and you're not joining Obi Kubana, and maybe you're working salary job. He didn't list whether he has vocational studies and all that, and whether he has any skill. We'll get to that. So let me just deal with the third question here. Mm. I have a degree in education, biology education. Ma, please, where can I go? I have 4 children. I don't want to go with my husband. Okay. 4 children, biology education. Okay. She didn't specify how old are the kids. She didn't specify her own age. So advice will be limited because the skill she has and the kind, she doesn't want to go with her husband. 4 children. She's not going to go anywhere. She will stay in Nigeria. This year, I said I will not lie to you people. Okay. If you have 4 children, you're not going to go to Europe with them. If you don't want to go with your husband or your wife, better sit down in Nigeria with 4 children. Okay. Okay, let me give you. I have all the documents you can think of, the German passport, but childcare made me resign from my engineering career. Okay, childcare. So this is a woman. She wants to come abroad. She's not talking about rent, talking about childcare, talking about feeding, talking about job because she doesn't even have any skill. Biology education. Okay, who is she coming to teach biology from Africa? Okay, let's not deal with that. So if you are somebody like this woman, let me start from down to up. If you're like somebody with this woman, you have to decide that you're going with your husband. It's so difficult. I don't know what the husband might have done to her, but decide you will be going with this man. Then your 50% load is reduced because the man might do the small job you will do, then you will do your own. You people can manage the child care within yourselves. I don't know whether I'm making sense. If I'm not making sense, tell me in the comment section. So you have to decide that you're going with your husband. Okay. So even if you have one child that is under 18, you must come with a man. Okay. You must come with a man. Okay. Because it's only a man that they can give pepper in all these countries. Because now your husband, you don't separate husband and wife. You don't separate them. So now, if you are coming with a child, you know that you will have childcare problem. So the best option is to go and beg that man. If that man was hurting you, you want to run away, go and make peace. Let him come and help you and be looking after his children. That's the way it works. Okay, now that one is gone. And while you are trying to sort out your issue with your husband, you are going to go and learn a skill that is sellable in abroad. With 4 kids, you can learn how to do salon, you can learn how to braid hair, you can learn computer skills and all that. You can register in Womiba. They will teach you everything that you need to start off with a virtual assistant work or online job. So you need to equip yourself while you are making peace with your husband. That's number 3 is good. Let's get to the guy that is 34 years, no wife, no money, no marriage. Like he's looking at his life, he's hopeless already. Somebody can say no money, no wife, no marriage at 34. So let us say that at 35, there's no money, then there will be no marriage because you need to have money before you can think of marriage. So that's the way it goes in Africa, okay? Except if he is a woman, then we'll be saying a rich husband might come and marry. But if you're the man, you are the one going to go. Anyway, you can approach a baby, not I wanted to say baby mom, not baby mom. You can approach a sugar mommy. That's the only way the person can bring her money to marry you, sugar mummies. And maybe you can deceive a young girl. You guys have all the option in Africa as a man. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to at least have a sellable skill. There's a plumber, there's painting, there's welder, there's a lot. Then you take your certificate of vocational college, a vocational institute of Nigeria, or what do they call that's Batek or something like that. I don't know. Somebody mentioned it here and told me that's the place Kaduna people go to. So I don't know. I've forgotten Batek or um, I don't know. So check it. Your state, check where you can get Nigerian certified, a vocational institute can certify the training that you have done. Then, as a man, it will be easy because the kind of job a plumber will get will speed him up in Europe. Okay, because you can earn more than a pharmacy, you can earn more than a doctor with plumbing, with welder, with all this building skill, roofing, tiling, and all that. So you can do that by the side. Why you are trying. And again, learning work, you don't need money in Nigeria. Let me just tell you, you can go and tell a carpenter that you want to be helping him without payment. They can allow you to start. I know they can allow you to start earning. Just approach someone in your street, maybe a welder, and tell them, please. Oh, because when you want to go and learn work in Nigeria, you need to bring money. Okay, you need to bring money, maybe buy drinks. That's the way it is done. Okay, you do that. But anyway, you can approach them. Things are hard and said, okay, you want to fold your sleeves and better your life. This is what you're gonna do. Then the first one, you see the woman that said that the husband is 56. There's no any point trying to make it harder than the way it is. You haven't got any future, okay? Because this man is approaching retirement, okay? So, and you are 31. He didn't get married on time, okay? I don't know how old is the first child, and there's a disabled child involved. So, what you need to do, if you're watching me, you need to start telling yourself that there's no time. You start make peace that the time cannot go backwards. It will always, your husband will be getting older, and you'll be getting older as well. So what you need to do now is to sit your husband down and tell him to resign from that job. uh Yes, resign tomorrow. It's 45,000 that they are paying him. He is better off because if he continue in that job, he will not have any time to go and learn a skill. That's the truth. He will not have time to go and learn a skill. And he's not at that age that you will say he can start doing night security, which means somebody like that needs sleep because he's older. He will need his sleep, at least minimum of 8 hours sleep. He will need his sleep. If you say, okay, let him do night and go there and go and learn work, he will be useless in the night and he will be useless in the daytime. So he's old. So it's better he resign from work, maybe go to his mosque, go to his church, and look for some people that will teach him plumbing. Yeah. After plumbing, like if he start this January, yes, this weekend he look for someone that will teach him because he's old. He need to work at his own pace. He doesn't need to come here and they will give him construction job. He will die because this man has lived 56 years in tropical area, and you are trying to bring him in a place that is very, very cold. This man will collapse because the construction he will do, he will be staying outside to do it. Imagine in that freezing temperature, 56 years old man, he might die. So the best thing is for him to work at his pace. Okay, go to your church or your mosque, ask people that are there, or let the pastor help you. Get someone that can teach him carpenter, plumbing, maybe tiling. He learns it. Yes. Then he will now take the certificate to a vocational institute of Nigeria. Then they will now stamp it for him. So it satisfies that he can work international with that skill. Or then when after wait, so I don't know whether you can complete learning plumbing within, or welder or carpenter within 6 months. I don't know that one. Please, forgive me. I don't know that one, whether you can finish learning it. Okay. So ask people. They can, even if they said it's 1 year or 2 years, try to sit down. Your husband doesn't have time. If he retire in Nigeria, he will die quick. It's better he come to Europe, where his retirement and the important thing at that age is that he will need a free medical care. So he need to start rushing where he will get that free medical care. Okay, because that's what old age come with. Okay, guys, that's what old age come with. So after that, the next thing that he can do for himself is to come to Serbia. That's why I'm making this form. With your vocational skill, you go and stamp it in Ministry of Foreign Affairs. You now take it, they translate it in that embassy. Serbia embassy is in Abuja. When they translate it, then they stamp it. You don't need to go to college. That's your vocational institute certificate that they gave you. Stamped is enough for you to practice your skill, even in the UK, US, and everywhere. So when you get it, the next thing that you do is to start applying for vocational training. So when you go for the interview, visa interview, you tell them that you are going to abroad to modernize the training that you have gotten. It's a very, very solid answer. But when you go there, you try to go through the system. You only have 3 years to get your citizenship. Then you can now, because when you are 56, just give all these things before 60 years or 61 or 62, you're already a citizen of an European country. You got welfare and you got pension. So that is it. Okay, guys. If you want any information, you drop it in the comment section. Drop all your problem in comment section. This week, like I said before, I will be picking the comments and be answering it, this way now, so that we can get over. February, we start making applications. Left to fight, everywhere will be open. Schools will open their channel. So I'm not giving you the answer so that you can think with your brain. Meanwhile, go and ask where you can learn a skill if you don't have a skill. If you don't, even if you're a degree, master's in Nigeria, go and learn a skill. Thank you. I will see you guys later. Bye.